I've met a lot of people who are looking for a relationship, a commitment, even a marriage, but they are terrified of saying this out loud to the people they're dating. They think, oh, I don't want to come off needy or desperate. I don't want to scare them away. But what if I told you that most people have this totally backwards? Huh? What if I told you that since I started being upfront about what I'm looking for, my husband, men have treated me with more respect and, frankly, interest than ever before. Huh? But why? How? You've really gone off the deep end this time, fairy thought mother. We'll talk about how to healthily communicate what you want in a second. But first, we need to talk about a chronic condition that I like to call chill girl syndrome. While chill girl syndrome has its roots in misogyny, it may afflict any gender. You may be a victim of chill girl syndrome if you think you should go with the flow of whatever the other person wants, because that's chill and therefore desirable. On the other hand, you think being assertive about your own desires is not chill and therefore totally gross and frankly repulsive to any romantic interests. If this sounds like you, fear not, because chill girl syndrome can be cured by continuing to watch this fairy thought mother production and by hitting subscribe. But like only if you want to, like it's totally chill. Like,
I don't care. I don't really care if you hit subscribe. It's just like if you wanted to, like that.
So the thing about the chill girl ideology is that it's wrong.
Wrong-o.
Just completely, totally not true. The truth is that when you try to be the chill girl in the context of dating, you don't come off easygoing or relaxed or cool. What? You actually come off like someone who thinks so little of themselves that they're willing to take whatever they can get. This can look like staying in a months-long situationship without ever asking what's going on, or letting someone string you along without ever standing up for yourself. And look, some people will like that, but not because it makes them like you, but rather because it allows them to walk all over you. Whoa, so I can be inconsistent, non-committal, only ask them out at the last minute and they'll still go along with it? This is great for me. Yikes. Now, before we talk about how to overcome chill girl syndrome, we need to understand where it comes from. For women, part of it comes from misogyny, because of course we're conditioned to believe that a woman being assertive is totally gross and bad and horrible. Don't do that. But for people of all genders, chill girl syndrome also comes from a place of deep insecurity. If you consistently shy away from telling people you're looking for a commitment, I can guarantee that somewhere deep down, you're questioning whether you're actually worthy of that commitment. This can sound like, but what if they don't want to commit to me? But what if no one does? The truth is that if you fully understood your immense value as the beautiful, unique, and desirable person that you are, fairy thought mother, you wouldn't have a second thought about asking someone to commit, because you would know that you're worth that. And you would know that if they don't want to commit to you, someone else absolutely will. How I overcame chill girl syndrome and how you can too. Now, I know all of this because I used to have chill girl syndrome. Bad. And yes, men would walk all over me. But when I started internalizing my self-worth, being totally upfront about the fact that I was ready for a serious relationship, something crazy happened. My new dating prospects stopped disrespecting me almost overnight, because they knew that if they did, I would walk away without a second thought. What's more, they started going out of their way to prove to me that they were worth my time. And in retrospect, this all makes sense, because being totally secure in yourself and what you bring to the table is just about the most attractive, magnetic thing you can ever do. A very important caveat. Now, I am not telling you to go on a second date and say, so, you want to be my boyfriend? I want you to be my boyfriend. Yeah. No. No, we're not doing that. That also communicates desperation, because that tells people that you're pretty much willing to settle for anybody, which you're not, I hope. Again, you gotta hit subscribe. If that's you, you gotta hit subscribe. The major key here is to say what you're looking for, but also make it clear that it doesn't need to be them. In fact, it's not gonna be anyone until you meet someone that you deem worthy of your time. Okay, so like, what does this sound like, fairy thought? Like, what am I actually supposed to say? So on a first or second date, asserting what you want might sound like, yeah, I'm personally really ready for a long-term relationship, so at this point, I'm just looking for someone who feels like the right fit. What are you looking for? A few weeks into dating, if you like them but you're not sure where they're at, it sounds like, so I just want to kind of level set that I like you and I am looking for a long-term relationship. So if you feel like this is moving in that direction for you, that's great. But if not, it would probably be best for me if we stopped hanging out. A few months into dating, if they're giving you mixed signals and not committing, it sounds like, this has been fun, but I am looking for a committed relationship and it doesn't seem like you're able to give me that at this time. I wish you all the best. Bye! So there you have it. My official permission slip to actually ask for what you want. Disclaimer, being forward about what you want may result in everyone being obsessed with you because you finally love yourself enough to know your worth. Proceed with caution. If you learned something today, don't forget to hit subscribe and check out more of my videos here. Get myself the lipstick, you know?